Well, there's a lot of talk about why does it seem like America is actually getting dumber, or more shallow, or more narcissistic even. And a lot of people are saying, well, maybe it's because of the media, or maybe it's because of genetically modified foods, or maybe it's because of toxicity from the air pollution. And, one of the examples is, here, let's look at some of our top priorities, for being thin or something and looking pretty. Bottled water, cigarettes, laxatives, eyeliner, Diet Coke, regular Coke, and Snorty Coke. And you're wondering, why are people getting dumber and dumber sometimes and just only focused in some of the most shallow things in life? But it may be due to a virus, and it seems to be that it may be scientific fact that over 46% of the people in the United States have this type of virus. And it's interesting that, it's backed up by science. They found this to be in basically all the lakes and ponds and waterways and everything. They unexpectedly they identified a DNA sequence to virus ATCV1, an algae virus not previously known to infect humans. Right, so it's found in streams and ponds and lakes and things. But they found that it does cause a measurable decrease in cognitive functioning, and now they have found that it actually is in humans, and they checked them for it. So it says that the study indicates that the viruses in the environment not thought to infect humans can have biological effects, but they found that it is actually infecting humans, and it's quite a large percentage of the people that they checked. So what they did is, if you look down here, it says the presence of the ATCV1 DNA was confirmed by quantitative PCR, with being documented in samples obtained from 40 of 92 individuals. So it's got 43.5% rate of the sample size they checked actually had this virus. So it's part of, I don't know how the hell people are getting it. I mean, just maybe from going in the water or something. I really don't know. Or maybe it's in the foods, or maybe it's being transmitted from pets. I have no idea. But it shows that there's a modest but statistically significant decrease in performance in cognitive assessment and visual processing and visual motor speed. So it's making people slower, dumber, not being able to perceive things as well, and it's also affecting their memory. So it's interesting that this may affect almost half the population, maybe over 40% of the population, if this sample size is actually representative of the population as a whole. So if you think that people are getting dumber maybe just from watching too much TV or entertainment, or maybe that's not the case, maybe or genetically modified foods, or it's chemtrails, or plastics or something like that, I have no idea. But it could be exposure to an actual virus. And I would like to know myself if there's actually a frequency or a right method to eliminate it. It could be, you never know. I don't know. Maybe there's some herbal methods to eliminate it, like astragalus, or maybe vitamin C can help with viral issues too. But this ATCV1 exposure in mice has resulted in altered expression of genes within the hippocampus. These genes comprise pathways related to learning, memory formation, and immune system to viral exposure. So it's bad news, baby. It's bad news. So it may explain why people are getting a little bit more dumb. I don't know, maybe like getting a little more shallow, getting a little bit more like, I only want to go so far, I don't want to have any ambition, I don't want to do anything else beyond my own little parameters. And, maybe sometimes that's why people just never grow up, So, I just want to put this out here because I found that to be highly interesting. Because now, if I could find a solution what could possibly knock down that virus, I know, like if you're using a particular consolidated annotated frequency list that's a common antiviral hertz frequency in your pad type rifle machine, you might want to try 2489, or maybe you want to try several more of those type like that. But 2489 might be something. You might want to try some herbs. Now, if because it does seem that that's a highly significant amount of people that they checked of the sample size that actually have this. They're showing 43.5% right here. 43.5% of the sample size they checked actually had this virus, and it does affect your memory. It does affect your motor skills, your visual perception, and your cognitive abilities and your cognitive performance and assessments. So, I don't know. Just figured I'd put it out here. Who knows if there's an answer to this, but, let's just first recognize that there is a problem possibly with this, and because of the significance of how high a percentage they actually found this of the sample size that had this ATCV-1 DNA type virus, which is found. It's a type that says it's found. It's like a type of green algae or something. And they knew about it, but they did not think it affected humans. But now they found out it does infect humans. In fact, and it does impair their memories and their cognitive functions and motor skills, and perception. So it could actually be a big downer. I don't know. I wish I knew a little bit more about this, but to be investigated a little bit more, and we'll find out, and we'll post an update on this in the future if I do find out more about this.